What's up, guys? Welcome to week 3 of the Beeros Drive Fantasy Football League. This is your fearless commissioner coming at you from same location as last week, but a different location inside the place, I guess. So I'm not in front of my computer. I may be doing a little bit of looking on my cell phone here to go over a little bit of the previews and such, or the reviews from last week. So to get the week started, we'll go over Ross's rule that he's come up with. We kind of teased it going into week 1. It's going to be kind of a prop bet rule. So everybody's going to be asked, if you want to participate, it's not required. You can put in $25 one time, and every week we're going to have everybody guess what the category of the week is going to be. Make your guess and you'll get a payout. If we get 7 people to participate, I think the way Ross made the math out, it should be about a $15 payout every week for whoever gets it right, depending on, you know, more people joining. I think 7's probably a good amount. We'll probably have a few people that don't want to do it, but we'll give this a try. If you want to participate, send me $25 via Venmo. And for the first week, what we will do is you'll make your guess on which team in the league is going to have the worst score for this week. You don't have to make a, well, you should make a points guess. Give it at least, because if there is a tie, I'm guessing more than one person's probably going to pick the same person. So we do need a tiebreaker system. So give your points, and it'll be the closest to that point total. There is no going over Price is Right rules. It's just gonna be closest to. There are decimals, so give it your best guess. Send me the money and make your guess before Thursday's game kicks off if you want to participate. If for some reason you can't get in this week, maybe we could always make this a trial run, but do your best to get that into me if you want. Okay, so let's recap week 2's matchups. We're just going to start at the top based on ESPN's app here for me. Give me 1 second. Okay, first game pops up as mine because it's my phone, I guess. I was able to take out Derek, 110 to about 87. I go to 2-0. Derek goes to 0-2. Again, I'm doing this on my phone, so bear with me. I got a good game out of Kyler Murray and the New England defense with 4 interceptions. The rest of it, my team was kind of underwhelming. Really, Derek's team, he got a good game out of Gronk and a wide receiver from the Washington football team. Other than that, kind of a slow showing, and actually ended up with the worst score of the week at 87.25 points. So we'll get to that in a second. Second matchup that I'm showing is Mullins taking out Kyler, 106 to 88. Kyler was barely able to score enough points to stay out of that last place spot. Got a good game out of Patrick Mahomes from Kyler, and really that was about it. Had a couple, really didn't have anything on his bench either. Mullins had a relatively good game. Lamar Jackson, Christian McCaffrey finally showed up and didn't get hurt. So we'll see how his team continues to do as he moves to 2-0, and Kyler also moves to 0-2. One of the closer, well, we had 2 really close games this week. AJ against Ross. AJ was able to score 110.2 to Ross's 109.65, so only a half a point difference basically. Actually, AJ and I ended up scoring the exact same amount of points, as he pointed out to me earlier, so that would have been an interesting tie situation. Ross had a good game out of Russell Wilson, Tampa Bay's defense, and then AJ, I guess, was able to pull it out. Basically, Derrick Henry had 41 points. Really is the only reason he was able to do it, because he didn't have great games from his quarterback or a lot of his position players. Both of those teams, AJ and Ross, both moved to 1-1. The next game, which was even closer than that one, was Rob against Javo. Rob scored 92.85 and Javo scored 92.5. So only a 0.35 difference there. Pretty wild that happened. Rob had all but given up on his on his game going into Monday Night Football, and actually won because TJ Hawkinson had a good game at tight end for the Detroit Lions. Rob actually got less than 10 points from his quarterback, so it's kind of surprising to see him win. Javo's got to keep his name change because he did not win. Javo moves to 0-2, Rob 1-1. Last matchup of the week actually ended up having the 2 highest scores of the week. So a little bit unfortunate here for Keaton, who got the loss because Matt Brand's team went pretty wild, 161.5 points. A little recap, kind of his perfect storm here. Tom Brady, good game. Aaron Jones had a great game Monday night, 35 points. Cooper Kupp, 27 points. So even with some really good games from Buffalo's defense and Tyler Lockett for Keaton, he was not able to pull out the victory there, even though he scored a lot of points. With that being said, Matt Brand moves to 2-0. Keaton moves to 1-1, and we will take a look at the scoreboard, or the standings rather, right now. Okay, and we are back. I'm going to take a sip of my beverage here. Give you a quick fun fact for the week. The record score for points in 1 week of the league is 164.9 by Derek's team in 2019. So Brand barely missed that this week by about 3.5 points. Just kind of shows you how good his team was this week. Like I said, AJ and I tied. That would have been interesting. Matt Brand picking Derek's name and team logo for this week. So Brand, I guess, come up with the best way to let Derek know that. I'll send out an email, but you may have a better chance at getting in contact with him than I will. And let's take a quick look at the Week 3 matchups. It looks like we've got the number 1 and number 2 teams matching up against each other this week when I take on Matt Brand. Projections are pretty close. I think all the projections are usually pretty close though, so not really worried about that. We'll see how that goes. We got Mullins against Ross in the other 2-0 team against a 1-1 team and the defending champion. We have 2 0-2 teams going against each other with Derek and Kyler. We've got 2 1-1 teams going with Rob against AJ, and rounding out the Week 3 matchups, Keaton versus Javo, trying to get off that losing streak so he can change his name back to whatever he would like to. I don't have a whole lot else for you this week. Still repping my Kansas City shirt, even though they lost a game Sunday night that they really had no reason to lose. I actually will get to watch another Chiefs game down here in Dallas. It's going to be on national TV down here in the afternoon, so that'll be fun for me when I'm not watching the Ryder Cup. So go US. Let's beat the crap out of Europe on the golf course this weekend. Hope everybody has a good weekend. It's kind of cooling off down here in Texas, so maybe fall's coming to your neck of the woods. Get that $25 to me if you want to play in the Ross Lord Champion prop bet rule. And then get me your guesses for lowest team and what that score is going to be. And I will talk to you guys next week. Good luck.